Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So today I'm going to do a cream contour and a cream blush. I know I've been saying that I'm going to do this forever and I haven't done one until now. So I'm going to be using products that I've already either showed on my channel or that we've discussed in the past. I want a really dewy face foundation, like a really dewy base and kind of a glow. And the proper way to apply any cream product is to make sure you do not set your foundation and concealer first. So let's get into it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I've already moisturized. I'm just going to show you. These are the products I have used. I used this Tarte Mermaid Skin Hyaluronic H2O Serum. This is just a sample size. And hyaluronic acid serum just promotes the water from the atmosphere to attach to the molecules in this product and to moisturize your skin. And so it helps make your moisturizer work better. So on top of that, I did apply this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel on top. So my skin doesn't feel like especially dewy, which is why we're going to go in with some really nice primer and a really nice moisturizing foundation. So to kind of get rid of any pore areas I have, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Blur Stick by Face Studio. This is Pore Minimizing Primer in the shade 100 Universal Transparent. So I'm just going to apply it straight from the stick onto my face and on my cheeks, my nose, a little bit on the chin, around my nose, and a little bit on the forehead here. So I'm just going to press the product in with my fingers. And actually, for a drugstore product, this works really, really well. Okay, next I am going to go in with my Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Luminous Face Primer in Radiant Nude. And with this, I'm actually going to use my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge because it has a lot of moisture in it. And this will just kind of add a little bit more moisture into my skin. So I'm going to use, we'll use 3 pumps here. Part of it looks like it's actually got dried out. Let's see. Yeah, there's a chunk of it here. Gross. So you can already kind of see the glow that I'm adding into my skin. And I'm really going to bronze my skin up today. So we will maybe not necessarily contour. I'm going to warm the face up, but it will be kind of like more of a contouring effect rather than a bronze with this cream product. And so you will recall that I did do kind of like a short video on the natural makeup with these 2 products here, and this is the shade So Peachy, and this is the Toasted Peach Bronzer. So I will be using these because they are the only 2 cream products I currently own. But I will be using my Real Techniques brushes today for the face because I have some really good cream product brushes. Okay, that looks good. And now when I apply my foundation, I'm actually going in with a not so favorite in the beauty community, but the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Hydrating Formula Foundation. And this is a shade Medium Sand. I think the biggest hype about this product in particular was that it didn't have a very good shade range when it first got released. My personal favorite is the face tape. I love that. And again, I haven't exactly tried the Babasu or the Found Sealer, this one here, because the shade is too dark for my skin, but I will be trying it shortly, so I would totally use that today, except, yes, it's a little too dark for me. And I really want to use it on its own just to give you guys like a valid review on how I like the product. Okay, so I will be going in with, let's find my proper brush. I'm going to use this buffing brush by Real Techniques. It just says buffing brush, it doesn't have a number or anything, and it's kind of like a rounded, I want to say kabuki brush, but it's more of just like a foundation brush. So we're just going to buff the product into the skin. And because this is a hydrating formula, it should be, it should kind of let that glow show through. And it's perfect because then we'll just add the cream product right over top. So we will just finish this and we will be right back. So I finished buffing this product out on my skin with this brush, and I noticed with this brush, it could be because I applied too much product, but it took a while to blend it out and it kind of settled in my fine lines and stuff, so probably just too much product. I like the way it looks from far away because it really evened out my skin tone and I have kind of a dewy finish. Could be from the primer underneath though, but up close you can kind of see it on your skin. It doesn't really, like, you can physically see it. So that's not my favorite application, so it could just be like the product itself. I won't be repurchasing that one. Obviously Face Tape was my favorite rather than the infamous Shape Tape. So I'm going in with this brush called the Sculpting brush, and because this product, so we're going to start with the contour now. Because this product is already in a pan, it's not in a stick form. If I had a stick contour, I would just apply it right from the stick to my face. But I need to use a brush, or you could use fingers, but I think a brush will put it on a little bit darker. And we will be buffing it out with a different brush. Let me find it for you. So I actually have two here, and they're both Real Techniques. This is the Duo Fiber Contour Brush, and it has like a duo fiber bristles, and it might be a little bit lighter to blend out the contour. And then I also have this stippling brush here, so that might be a good option too. So we're just going to play with both and see what happens. So going in with this sculpting brush, you can see it's very dense and it's kind of like long. So I'm just going to tap it right in the product. I don't know how dark this is. So one of the issues with this product is that it's literally falling out of the pan, and I have to re-glue it. Oh, that's quite nice. It smells like peaches too. So I'm not sure if you can see that there. So it's not like a super dark, but I really, really like that shade. So I'm going to go in with this dual fiber and just blend it out. That is super nice. So again, it's not overly dramatic, but if you wanted to do overly dramatic, you could go in on top after we've applied our powder just to deepen things up and give it like a seriously sculpted look. This is really nice. I'm really actually liking this. Wow. Should have done this sooner, you guys. Holy moly. I am going to apply a little bit to the nose here. By rights, I should take a smaller brush, but this is what we're going to do for now. And for my jaw, I'm just going to go straight in with this brush here into the product. And then we're going to add some to the forehead and the temples here. And we'll have to see what it looks like once we set the product. But I am really enjoying this. I've never really used cream products before. Okay, again, we're going to just blend that out quickly with this dual fiber brush here. And I'm not really blending the product out, just kind of the edges. And again, it's not overly dark, like you really can't even hardly tell I've got it on. It just gives the skin a little bit something extra here. Okay, so that looks good. And now I'm going to go in straight with the blush as well. So here it is. And I was kind of thinking about putting it on with my sponge, but again, I'm going to go in with the brush. Maybe this time I'll use the stippling brush here. So this is the shade. Just going to pounce the brush in the product. And I'm going to go in lightly with this because I don't know how bright it's going to be. It smells good too. And I will keep out my blush that I did, or my brush that I did my foundation with, just so we can kind of blend it back in. So here's the foundation brush, and just kind of lightly go over top that, just so we don't have too pink cheeks. We don't want them too pink. And blending up into the contour here. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to, I guess we should have kind of gone in with concealer first, but we're going to conceal under the eyes only today. So I am using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is the shade Light Beige because I don't want an overly dramatic under eye because I am going to be bronzing a lot. So this shade is perfect. I already feel more bronzed and kind of glowy, like I feel like my skin looks really good right now. So I will be using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge for this step here. Bring the product up onto the lid. And because it's not overly bright, it's not going to take away from the blush or the contour as much as if we had a really light shade going on. So as I'm blending this out, I am looking up. And that looks fantastic. So I'm actually going to set this down with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. So I'm just going to tap a little bit into the cap. And I am going to use my F06 Powder Sweet by Sigma. So I'll just kind of tap out any creases that may have formed. And just go in right away and set the eye area down. And before we actually do the rest of the face, I am going to highlight right now as well. So what we'll do, and again, the only real cream, I don't think I bought the highlighter in the Too Faced product because it either was not available. Let me just double check. I don't think I have it though. I've got the two blushes. No, I don't have it. But I do have this product here, which is the Tarte Gleam Team. So one side is liquid and one side is a cream. So I think we're going to go in with the liquid. But how I'm going to apply this is just to put a little bit on my finger and kind of tap it off on my hand and just apply it right here. And this actually would work really nice with a sponge, so we might do that, go in with the sponge. So it's not giving like a crazy glow here, just kind of like a delicate, gentle glow on the upper cheekbone. And again, that is okay because you're going to go in with a powder for the rest of the face just to make sure that this product is set. And you don't even necessarily have to set the face. Like, I always, of course, set the under eye because anywhere where I add concealer, I need to do that. But I actually really like this. It's a really glowy, pretty look. Okay, and if you guys want, I know you can't really like say yeah or nay right now, but we're going to quickly set the rest of the face, and then maybe I'll just show you what the bronzer looks like on top. So I know I had really good success using the butter bronzer the last time, so I think I'm just going to go in with this one again. It's a Physicians Formula Deep Bronzer Merle Butter Bronzer. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go in with my F20, my large powder brush by Sigma, and just blend over the rest of my face. So again, my forehead has picked up a lot of product here, so I'm just going to blend it out and then quickly tap some more powder into the cap. And now I think this product, I don't know how many people actually talk about this Too Faced Born This Way powder, and I just have a tiny one, but I really enjoy it. And this is one that I can put confidently underneath my eye, and it looks really good. So I think I would definitely invest, and I'm going to when this one runs out, but I'll get like another larger powder, because I feel like with all the new powders and all the new type of glowy products out there on the market, I think this one is underrated and people don't really talk about it anymore because it has been on the market for a long time. So now for a natural makeup day, this looks phenomenal. Like the skin, I have set it with translucent powder, so you can kind of see the glow peeking through everywhere. But it's not, like my skin looks pretty good. Like my under eyes still look a little bit dark, but I have super dark under eye circles, so. Okay. So that is it for that powder. And now we are going to go in with a bronzer. So I am going to bronze the entire face, and I'm actually going to use my Sigma large powder brush, the F30, so not the F20. Let's go straight in with a bronzer. We might even add blush on top of this look too. Actually, this bronzer is growing on me. I think I said in another video that I didn't like it when I first bought it, and now it smells so good, and you really can't go wrong because it's not like a deep bronze. It's really not dark at all, so I feel very confident just going straight in with a lot of the product. But again, those with any fairer skin tones in mind, I'm like a medium to tan skin tone already, and it's not even like full summer yet. So my skin is quite dark, and you might want to just go in with a little bit less product and just kind of build your way up. But this is not dark for me at all. And I feel very tan. Like right now, I just feel like I look so nice here. My skin looks so glowy and tanned. Okay, so again, because I already contoured with the cream product, it's not crazy, but I'm not really going to go in with this bronzer and contour. I'm just doing an all over bronze. And I think something like this, if I had my eyebrows done and like a really glowy lip balm, I feel very confident going out with like really nice tan skin, and my skin is very glowy. And we'll quickly add blush, and then just for added measure, I am going to put like a glowy powder on top of this because we can. So for blush, I'm actually going to use a palette that I don't get a chance to use as often as I would like. And I think it's still on sale, if I'm not mistaken, on the Sephora website. It's this Life the Party palette here. Like, I don't know why this didn't get very good review. It didn't, but I really enjoy this. So I just kind of take the first 3 colors here and I put my F10 powder blush brush in all 3. And then I tap off the brush and then smile a little bit and just slightly dust the tops of my cheeks. And done. And this does have a highlighter in the product, and it does have like a light bronzer, but these, like the highlighter might be okay. Actually, let's go in and just kind of use it and see what it looks like here, just to show you. So I'm going to use my F64 Soft Blend Concealer brush for this. So I'll take a little bit of this highlighter, tap it off, and just kind of lightly dust my cheekbone. So it's not a very bright highlighter, but this is something I could use definitely when my skin is like a lot tan. It's a very like mild. Good. Okay. And now for the piece de resistance. We're actually going to go back in with that same brush, the F30. This is the one I applied the bronzer with. But I am going to add the Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Translucent Setting Powder and Translucent Radiant Nude. That is certainly a mouthful. So I always find this product hard to like open, but there we go. Just kind of made a powder mess everywhere. And I find I really don't need a lot of this, so I tap it off and just kind of put the product over where I want to glow. So now this is like a very glowy skin look. I don't know if you can see how glowy it is, but I'm really liking it. And like I said, if I wanted to just go outside and it's summer, I can quickly do brows, and the skin looks amazing. Like it's all one tone, it's glowy, it's bronze, and again, for summer it'll just be a really pretty look. And actually, I'll quickly go do brows off camera and we'll be right back, and I'll show you just kind of what it looks like without mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. So eyebrows are done, and I didn't use my dip brow pomade, which I've been using like every single video. I just used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown and the clear brow gel over top. And now I think if we were to just add a little bit of lip balm, so this is just the Glossier Coconut Balm, and just added it on top of the lips. This is such a glowy, beautiful summer look. Just added that coconut glossy lip balm. I love this stuff, and I know you can like order it right from the website, but I actually got this in an Ipsy Glam bag, and I love this stuff. Like, it's almost gone. I'm so sad. So that is the completed look, you guys. It's very summery. I'm not wearing mascara, which of course you guys know I always wear mascara and I love it, but I really like this look. Like, it's very glowy, very summery, and I really like the cream products. I think I'm going to start using them more often and just kind of play with it, and even maybe not even wearing foundation. I think that would look really cool too. So let me guys know what you think about this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you haven't already done that. And also, to get every notification of every video I post, hit that bell button down below. We will talk to you guys soon. We'll see you next time.